Welcome to NMAMIT YouTube channel. My name is Nikhil Adiga and I'm from the Department of Information Science and Engineering. In this video I'll walk you through some important concepts that will allow you to create this beautiful animation using Blender. Cycles is the best choice for realistic rendering, and since it's built on physically based principles, it's very easy to use from an artistic standpoint. Use it to obtain better shading effects. The Solidify modifier takes the surface of any mesh and adds depth to it. The Subdivision Surface modifier allows you to increase the details and smoothness of a low-resolution model interactively. The modifier basically divides each polygon and smooths the result. To control the volume of the fluid simulation, you can set objects in the scene to add or absorb fluid within the fluid domain. It has many parameters such as inflow velocity, volume initialization, local coordinates, etc. The bounding box of the object serves as the boundary of the simulation. All fluid objects must be in the domain. Fluid objects outside the domain will not bake. This object will be used as an obstacle in the simulation. As with a fluid object, obstacle objects currently should not intersect. As for fluid objects, the actual mesh geometry is used for obstacles. Baking, in general, is the act of pre-computing something in order to speed up some other process later down the line. Rendering from scratch takes a lot of time depending on the options you choose. Therefore, Blender allows you to bake some parts ahead of time. In Blender, the Extrude tool is used when modeling an object in edit mode, that is, when modeling or creating an object using its vertices, edges, and faces. The Extrude tool extends a certain part of a model in a certain direction. This node is used for materials which must refract light passing through them and at certain angles also reflect light. For purely transparent materials, use the Transparency BSDF node. It is very easy to add lighting in Blender. There are many types of lighting such as point, sun, area, etc. In this project we use sun. In Blender, sun is a light with parallel rays that will illuminate the scene with a bright even light. Because the sun is infinitely far away, the position of this lamp does not matter, only its direction. When you create a new diffuse BSDF material, this node is automatically created and linked to the output node. This node is not always required in an object material. You could create a pure reflective material using a glossy BSDF node alone, but is often included as it gives a colored surface with no reflection that can be mixed with other nodes to get the desired result. This node is the exact opposite of the diffuse BSDF node, it only outputs reflections. It is possible to color the reflections using the color parameter, but this will not affect any part of the object which is not reflecting light. In case you have a graphics card in your system, enable GPU rendering. This is much faster than CPU rendering and takes very less time. In order to use GPU rendering, go to User Preferences and then System Settings. Here's a quick little time lapse of the making of this project. In the video I'm using Blender version 2.79. If you liked the video, please share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.